Hiya, friends. Sorry for this really awkward up-close angle of my face. Anyways, um, we're doing a bedtime talk because, frankly, I am due on Tuesday, and today is Saturday, and my energy level is that of a very old cat that sleeps in the sun and eats, and then sleeps in the sun again, and then eats, and then what the fuck is that? That was nothing. Yeah, so we're gonna do a bedtime talk because that's all I got. Don't mind my face, okay? I'm just waiting for this child to pop out. I've been having some different contractions today that feel like contractions, and they're like in my butt and in my back, and TMI, but whatever. And it is bedtime. We just put the kids down, so I'm going to update you because you guys are the sweetest group of people in the world, and I feel like this is really cliche, but I am so blessed to have this fan base, viewers, you guys are my friends. You guys, this group of people that watch me because of how close we all are, and that we genuinely know each other and have conversations, and you guys care. And I've been getting so many messages and comments asking if I'm okay, where I've been, and it's only been a week since I've posted. So I think you guys are adorable for that. But let's get into my last video. There were some backlash from Thomas's family from that video, and I just want to put out there that yes, what his dad was saying was very upsetting to me. It was still fresh, so Thomas had the idea to make the video, and I said, yeah, I tell them everything which I do. I tell you guys what's going on in my life. Obviously there's some things I don't, but things like that I tell you guys. And so we sat down and made the video, and it was nothing but the truth and what they said. And it's not like I sat down and was like, Tom's mom's a bitch and Tom's dad's I wouldn't do that. So I'm just to reiterate, we're fine now. Well, I haven't seen his dad. I think they've invited me over. Ow, I have a cramp. Hold on. Okay. They've invited me over, but I've been really in a lot of pain from my AS and pregnancy, so I haven't gone. And then Tom's mom comes over and checks on me, and we've been taking walks and things like that. So we're all fine. Everyone's great, and we've got past that. I think they just had their opinions, and they didn't understand my decision of having the unassisted home birth. And so you can't really convey in text what you're trying to say, and I think I took what his dad was saying in a way that he didn't intentionally mean. So that's what happened there. Thomas's sister came over and basically said she's never liked me the whole time I've been with her brother, and called me a horrible person, and literally called me a horrible person, said that I've been full of shit since she's met me. So that was nice. And it's weird because the only conversations I've ever had with this person have been superficial, not of substance conversations. I don't go out there, and I just don't. So if anything, that was really weird, and it just made me realize that I don't know, I think I'm not I'm trying to figure out what to say and what not to say, because obviously they watch my videos, but it was really weird, and it sucks because I wanted them to meet Levi. I thought me and his sister had a okay relationship, and it was cordial, back and forth, fine. But I guess not. So I wanted her to meet Levi. Well, so it's going to suck that I'm not going to be around her. But if I told Thomas if he wants to hang out with them, like, that's perfectly fine. And he's so sweet. Of course, he's on my side, and he thinks that what she said was completely uncalled for and inappropriate because it was in front of our children. And I kept asking her to leave, and she was like, I don't need to say that, but it just she wouldn't. So that's why I'm upset mostly, because it was in front of my kids, and she was like cursing and yelling at me, and I of course defended myself, and it just turned out really bad. So that's what came from that video mainly. But me and Tom's parents are fine, and we're gonna continue being the close family that we have been. I think you guys all know, like you said in the comments of the last video, I'm always saying how much I love them. Like, I call Tom's mom, and she calls me her daughter, and we're close. We go to the beach and we invite them. We go to the park, we invite them. Like, I genuinely want them around, and they know that, and they appreciate that, and they've said it a lot, that we're, close, and that's why they wanted us to live across the street, is because we're a really close family here, and we have a good thing going. So I'm not going to let this little tiff get in the way of that. But I was hurt by, some of the choice words from Thomas's father, and now we're going to get past it. And that's that. So, pregnancy related, 39 weeks. I'm going to be 40 weeks and 3 days. And if he stays in until his due date and I'm not having contractions or anything, that'll be the longest I've ever been pregnant, because both of my other kids were born naturally on their due dates. Lorelai was a 58-hour labor, but she ended up coming on her due date. So I'm hoping that he comes soon. And I'm really, really, really sorry that I haven't posted more or responded faster. I've been literally just sleeping as much as I can. When Lorelai takes a nap, I take a nap. I'm just my ankle-losing spondylitis pain and pregnancy has been really bad for me lately. And my amazing husband has been so supportive. And like 2 days ago, he wanted me to just sleep all day. No, yesterday. Yeah, he wanted me to sleep all day, and I did. I slept, here's the thing. I wake up every morning at like 3 in the morning, and this is every single morning. I'm not exaggerating. And so I get up with the kids, and then when he wakes up, I go back to sleep, and then he chills with them, and then Lorelai goes for a nap, and then I get up, and then I'm up with them, and from like 2 to whenever. But he's just been amazing, and we are both really excited to have this baby, so I can just have my normal pain levels that come with AS, and not a giant watermelon stomach, which I will make the picture, the thumbnail, a picture of what my stomach looks like right now, because it is humongous. I'm excited to see how big it's going to get. How big the baby's going to be, and that will be interesting. Lorelai was 7 pounds, 14 ounces, and Liam was 6 pounds, 7 ounces. So that will be interesting. And another thing I wanted to touch on, sorry, I'm super scatterbrained. We're opening a P.O. box. Everyone's been asking us to open a P.O. box. I think my kids would love to, I know Liam would love to draw pictures for other kids and get pictures from your kids. I think it would be adorable. So we want to get a P.O. box for everybody that's been asking, and to ask for pen pals and your kids to draw stuff and send them to our kids, and vice versa. I think it would be really, really cool for toddlers to experience that. So we're going to get a P.O. box on Monday. Definitely happening. And also, I think that's it. I have a video pre-recorded that I'm going to upload when I am in labor, and it is active labor, and it is like time. And my brother is going to be in charge of editing my labor footage, taking one for the team. He might see some stuff that he probably shouldn't see from his sister, but he's okay with it. he's going to edit that video and put it up the day or the day after I have the baby. So he's in charge of that. That way you're not waiting a month for my labor and delivery video. But it's an unassisted home birth, no doctor, no midwife. For my new subscribers, hi, I have quite a few of you. Welcome to my family. That's what we're doing. So when you see the video and you're like, she's literally by herself with her husband, that's what we're doing. I think a friend, a really close friend's going to be there with me, maybe 2, but that's about it. And if Tom's mom wants to be there, you might see her. I know they are planning on watching the kids, but I kind of want her to be involved in, if she wants to see the baby come out, like, I want her to be there and experience that because it's our last baby. So I love you guys. Thank you for checking on me, and I'm so sorry for being incognito, but I'm getting there. I promise once Levi's born, you guys will see the real me, and I will be so much more active and post a lot more to YouTube, I swear. Yeah, but thanks for sticking with me, and let's get this baby out. Good night.